Hello, beautiful Scorpio people. Thank you for watching. I'm Elle, and welcome. Welcome to your May Zodiac wheel reading for 2021. A great spirit, angels and guides for their guidance and loving messages for Scorpios, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. First card that jumped out is the Judgment card. This is here in the area of the wheel that is about your appearance, your physical characteristics. It governs your head and your face and your mode of expression. This is your soul's deepest intention, is all governed by this first house. So with Judgment presenting there, which is very Plutonian energy, so it really is about getting to the essence of any situation, getting to the core of an issue, which may have you reevaluating something. Now, it's, as I said, in the area that is about your physical being, so you could be reevaluating your physical fitness or appearance or something like that. But it is about growth, the Judgment card. And it also symbolises as an awakening. When Judgment appears in your spread, it's also a message for you to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive anyone who has hurt you. By letting go of all these negative emotions, you are able to have redemption and revelation out of it. Because forgiveness is the great healing power, and it is for your highest good. So when you are forgiving, you forgive yourself. You forgive yourself for being in the situation that you're in or were in. You forgive whatever it was that you're still holding on to from your past. When you're trying to move past your past, you need to sort of reflect on how long ago it was. So if it was something that, say you're in your 30s, and it was something that happened back when you were 11 or 12 years old, that you're still sort of holding on to, you need to just remind yourself in the letting go of that, because it's not happening now. Now you're a fully fledged adult, so you can forgive, and if you can't find it within yourself to forgive the people that caused you this sort of harm, you can forgive them for being who they are or who they were. You can use forgiveness in that way. It's not necessarily something where you have to walk up to those people and say, I forgive you, but you can still just quietly, in private, forgive them for who they were or how they behaved or what they did, and release it and see it being set free. Another way to sort of let go of the past is whenever those annoying sort of memories creep back into your mind, you say cancel or out, and you replace it with a positive affirmation, because it's not what's happening now, it's that part of you that just won't let go of what did happen. Okay, so letting go of what did happen and living in the now and releasing yourself from that past pain in that way. You may have to practice that over and over and over again, as we all do, but eventually it will be much easier for you to, you know, okay, I acknowledge that flashback has come back, but I'm cancelling that flashback and I'm continuing to move forward. Next you have the wish card, 9 of Cups. Lovely. Wish being fulfilled here in your area of finance, your area of your resources and your support system. Lovely. It is a bit of just be careful not to overindulge, and it's also a message of you not ever giving up on your search for inner happiness and emotional fulfillment. But it's letting you know that wishes can materialise and dreams can come true, and they do come true once you get rid of holding on to the negative things that are holding you back and stopping your growth. And you know, you've got the Page of Wands here. So there's a creative spark within you as well. And this is also about an opportunity for growth. So there's already real good signs of you moving forward and being able to really grow. Even letting your hair down. So there's information and messages and creative growth being shown here. Now this could be to do with your brothers and sisters, it could be to do with your relations or the neighbourhood. This 3rd house area governs communication, journeys, transport, trade, journalism, youth and education. So we could be seeing here that, you know, there could be a change in your mode of transport and you're getting information about that. But there's certainly mental activity and really being creative and good messages. You're going to get some good news with the 6 of Wands. It's a victory as well. So you've got that in your home base, in the foundation of the wheel. This is where you see yourself, how you see yourself. It governs home, parents, land, property, and there's victory and success. Self-belief, receiving recognition, acknowledgement and support from others. So there's a job well done there. Oh, and it means the world to you. And that's in one of your creative areas of the wheel as well. The 5th house is about your hobbies and your creativity and good fortune. Children are governed by this area. It's the fun house where you find your joy. And the world. There's some sort of congratulations in order for you, and you're getting a lot better at not repeating those old patterns of trouble and worry. It also is a message of being at a very important point for those of you that are furthering your education, and it's the life education that you're getting as well, but it's completion. The world does represent completion. It's a complete circle there. So something is being completed. The moon. The moon here is ruled by Pisces in the tarot deck. And it governs your emotions, and it also is about film, photos, film, and the mystery of life. The message from the moon is for you to get rid of the past and see the big picture, and that way you can avoid repeating past mistakes that have led you to a dead end. And just check in to see whether or not you're carrying other people's baggage. But along with all of that, the moon also is a sign of heightened psychic ability. So you may be really sort of picking up on things a lot easier to do with your health, the health industry, work colleagues, working conditions, and also your pets are all governed here in this 6th house area, and your debt. So you may have a bit of insight into that. 5 of Cups here. In partnerships, and the 5 of Cups is about looking at the negative side of things and reflecting on, you know, well, this happened to me and that happened to me, or this person did this way and it, you know, this caused that, and sort of looking at all the things that went wrong. Spilt milk, cups, 3 cups there have all fallen over. You need to really try as hard as you can to really count your blessings. See what good things that you do have. Focus more on the things that have made you happy through life and what you're grateful for than what challenges and obstacles you've had to surmount. That's the essence of the 5 of Cups here in this partnership area, business partnerships, legal contracts, legal dealings. 7th house area. Four of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, he's contemplating, he's trying to make some difficult decisions here, the 4 of Cups. And he's trying to make sure that there's no strings attached to anything that he's being offered. So there's a sort of a contemplation in order to gain insight. And it's also a message with this card is one that where you think that the grass is greener somewhere else, but this is not usually the case. It just, you know, if you water your own grass, it'll be a lot greener than anybody else's grass. So do check that you're actually nurturing and watering your own, and not just hoping that somebody else is going to do it for you. Because this is other people's resources. This is joint resources, loans, this area of the 8th house. So it governs the occult, that psychic energy, and it governs corporations, taxes, legacies, and it's about renewal. So you really are contemplating, you know, whether or not there's any strings attached to something where maybe you can feel like there's a fresh start or a new beginning possible. Again, a message of trusting your instincts. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is the psychic card. She's also very influenced by the moon, and the moon is a very psychic frequency. So the High Priestess has a lot of hidden knowledge great wisdom and mystical knowledge. So being able to really tap into that, and in order to do that you need to stop and be still so that you can hear the voice that whispers. So practicing quietening the chatter, so that you can understand the mystery of life. And it's in the area that governs that sort of thing too. Higher education, higher understanding, your goals, your perspectives are all in this area. So you're going to get sort of more of a perspective of being a spiritual being. So you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And the human experience comes with trials and tribulations. But I think you'll get through it this month and be able to put a lot behind you. Because there is a lot here pointing to renewal, and this showing has the message of a new lifestyle, brings changes. And it's letting you know that the path you were on has come to its end. So there's a major turn in your life and you're breaking new ground, and the sun is indeed rising in the area of your career, your social status, reputation, and your professional life. Queen of Swords. She can be a bit cold and icy, and you know, if you wrong her, you get cut off. This is a feminine energy that is air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius kind of woman or female. And she can be quite blunt, she's very truthful, she's always up for giving advice. Whether she's very good at taking her own advice, of course, is another matter. But it's showing that there is or will be around you a significant female that is going to be bringing significant change in your life. Okay, this is in the friendship group area, and it's also in the manifestation hopes and wishes. So you could even be hoping that she comes in and gives you some advice. And then you have the Hierophant. Now this is in the area of what's hidden, the subconscious, and what's behind the scenes. It governs institution, and the Hierophant itself is about an institution. It's sort of the Pope card of the major arcana. So the message with the Hierophant is about tradition, organisations, governments, conforming, achieving important milestones, hearing your own inner calling. So you could find that you're a mentor or a student, or able to help people understand traditions with your wealth of knowledge. This is also a card of marriage. I see this card as marriage, but it's something behind the scenes. So you may have, you're subconsciously focusing on your marriage or on getting married. So congratulations to those of you that are looking at getting married, and well done for those of you that are still married. So anyway, that's an important thing.
That's
you need to, the best you can, realise that, you know, if you water and nurture your own garden, then somebody else's garden won't be greener than yours. And but you've got the victory and new growth and new things opening up for you, and you've also got the two of the strongest psychic cards. Now, with the major arcana being so many in your spread, Scorpio, this is a message of passageway of growth, and the whole reading showed that you're really growing now and you're making some significant strides forwards, and you're letting go of past hurts and wounds, and you're forgiving. You're forgiving yourself and you're forgiving others in that process so that you can let go. Okay, now I'll just ask for the guardian angel for you here through May. Oh, I don't know why they're all round the wrong way. Okay. So, Scorpio's guardian angel, that you can ask for protection and ask for help. Ooh. Alrighty. Oh, you're going to like this, Scorpios. Angel of Success. Yes, yes, yes. And number 31 is your number for the month. So this can be a very successful month for you. So if you need a bit of help and assistance, ask the Angel of Success to help you out. Now here, I'll just ask for what message there is for you, Scorpio. And they want you to know that whatever it is that you're sort of worried about, the situation will improve. So it's only temporary. It's not going to be a long-term thing that you have to endure. So thank you so much for being here for the Zodiac Wheel reading, Scorpio. And if you have any questions, please do leave them in the description box below. If you'd like a deeper reading, get in contact with me. I've got my email address down there in the description box as well. And don't forget to click on subscribe and click that little bell next to it. So that's the end of part 1 of the tarot reading. And I will now start with part 2 of the planetary transits for Scorpio. So part 2, using the Zodiac Oracle, is the planetary transits for the month of May for Scorpios. And I use the tropical system for this, and it's for all sun, rising, moon signs. Okay, and I complete the reading with a confirmation card from the Animal Tarot. So firstly, we start with the big planets. So we've got Pluto in the 3rd house here. And for those of you that have been following will know that Pluto is one of the slow-moving planets. So it's been in this 3rd house for quite a while for you Scorpios. And Pluto is in Capricorn, and it went retrograde on the 23rd of April. So I feel with the Pluto energy in this retrograde, it's really going to bring about more work, more jobs, and working on transformation. So if you don't already have your resume ready, get your resume ready and get ready to put your best foot forward. And this is in the communication house. This is in the trades, in journalism, in education, young people, and giving speeches, and all that kind of stuff is all governed by this area where Pluto is for you Scorpios. Okay, and it does also connect to your close relatives and siblings and your local area. So with it in retrograde, it makes a time of gradual assimilation period and newly discovered resources and adjustments to the new psychic terrain, which you're really going to be feeling your psychic undeniably telling you and guiding you. So the Pluto retrograde, because it does require a lot of transformational work, it is requiring strength and courage, and also developing those new skills in that new way. Okay, wonderful time to get a psychic reading from, or a medium or astrologer, someone like me, to help you and get a reading, because the psychic energy is really potent. The conduit is open. Saturn here in the 4th house. Saturn is the Lord of Karma, and it represents caution. Okay, so there's something that needs a bit of caution and maybe a bit of a reality check as well. Here to do with your home, your family, your roots, and your land, property, or the country that you live in. So it is about setting and achieving goals too. Saturn likes to do the hard yards to create security in your life. So if you've been going through a little bit of lots of hard tasks that have had to be getting done, it's so that you can establish some security later on, because Saturn likes to set and achieve its goals. Jupiter in the area of fun, and Jupiter is the jolly planet, it is the fun planet. So it quite likes being here in this 5th house area, because this is the house of fun. So it's the Lord of Abundance, and Jupiter will be moving into Pisces on the 13th of May Greenwich Mean Time, but the 14th of May Australian Eastern Standard Time. So this will give you a bit of a peek at the Pisces frequency until the 29th of July. And it's beneficial for all water signs, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer will benefit out of this Jupiter experience. And Jupiter in Pisces really expands that psychic, mystical part of life, so you will have a bit of fun being led on an intuitive search for the truth through mystical and psychic exploration. Okay, you can really use that energy to help heal yourself and the world and others with forgiveness, compassion and love, and gratitude, being grateful for the things that you do have, whether they be big or small. There's always things in our life that we can find to be grateful for, things that we love, that mean something to us, that are special, that sort of thing, even our own bodies. Now Neptune is also here in this 5th house area, so again Neptune's in Pisces, so there's that artistic energy, spiritual and metaphysics are very heightened. Okay, so all that will be expanding as well. So if you are creative and you are sort of able to really trust your own hunches and things like that, this is going to enhance all that. So it will be undeniably undeniable to you. Uranus in the 7th house. Uranus is shaking things up a bit with partnerships of every sort here in the 7th house, of lawsuits, the public, business partnerships, marriage. Uranus is the planet of freedom, liberation, radical change, sudden events, surprises and shocks. Okay, it's in Taurus, which is also a beautiful energy, because the Taurus energy is about beauty and nature, food, money, wealth. All of that sort of thing is governed by Taurus. So Uranus is in Taurus, and it's an earth sign. So the Uranus in earthy Taurus can literally mean earth disturbances. So we've got to really keep our finger on the pulse with weather, whether it's, you know, earth disturbances or wind or rain. Got to keep an eye on that, because it's very changeable and unpredictable. But you may have had to make some, or you may be looking at making some radical changes in partnerships, in whether they're business partnerships or marriage partnerships, and this can bring about quite a fresh, new kind of way of looking at things, because it's very innovative energy, that Uranian energy. The Sun has until the 21st of May is here in partnerships as well, and that will be moving into other people's resources, joint resources, birth, rebirth, renewal. All of this 8th house area pertains to that, as well as the occult. It's a psychic house, regeneration, and it also governs corporations, taxes, partners and legacies. So now the Sun is a very creative energy. It's our life-giving force, the Sun. And when it is in Gemini, it can turn your attentions towards your immediate surroundings, increasing your interactions with friends, relatives, business associates and everyday dealings. So the Sun in Gemini is a message too of being a good listener, and also get ready, because from the 21st of March on, the tempo of life is very much going to accelerate. So don't leave people in the dark and confused. Communicate your real thoughts and intentions, because this is a time of year for clear thinking and making yourself clear, not sort of dilly-dallying around. Mercury moves into Gemini on the 4th as well, so Mercury is in this 8th house area as well, and this is a time where, you know, you really can enjoy those good conversations, not just one person talking at somebody, actually two people enjoying conversing and getting better at doing that. And it's also a time when you may really find reading books is quite enjoyable, because that Mercury in Gemini likes magazines, the media, computers and anything else that will help you learn to communicate. Now on the 30th it goes retrograde. So Mercury in Gemini goes retrograde on the 30th of May, and then this is a bit of a trickster energy. So from the 30th of May, be careful, mishaps could present themselves, and that could thwart your will. So it could sort of get in the way of what your will really wants. And sometimes not getting what we want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Okay, So this Mercury retrograde to me is speaking of that. So it could be a very serendipitous time, because the essence of Mercury retrograde is the trickster, healer. So it could be a situation where you think that you want something, and then you can't, and by not getting what you think it was that you wanted, you realise how lucky you were. So Venus, 9th of May, Venus moves into Gemini. This is really a wonderful energy and frequency to tap into, the Venus energy. Making your everyday activities more pleasant, fun, socialising, talking. And here with Venus in Gemini in the 8th house, you're not interested in anything too hard or unpleasant. You're only interested in the pleasures of life. So you're not really wanting to be discussing the serious stuff. You're wanting to communicate and talk and all of that and have conversations, but you want fun conversations. So it's an opportunity here with Venus transiting the 8th house in Gemini to discover the enormous amount of love in your life. Aww. And you also will be wanting to enjoy beautifying your surroundings and beautifying your life, whether it's through art or going for a drive somewhere where you can appreciate the beautiful scenery, that kind of thing. Mars here in the 9th house is in Cancer, and it will be in Cancer until the 12th of June. So it's really important to remain conscious of what you are doing right now, because you could come across as being petty and irritable. Okay? So get some of that Mars energy out by accomplishing a lot around your home. Alright, you may have a bit of a difference of opinions with people in your home, but you have to trust your instincts and not let yourself get too overwrought with other people's opinions. And remember, they're just opinions. Just because someone's got a different opinion doesn't mean that they're opposing you. It just means that that's their opinion, and that's fine. They've got their opinion, you've got your opinion. So this is in the area of expansion through spiritual and mental or physical exploration. It governs philosophy, the law, religion, foreign affairs and travel overseas, and spirituality. And it is where you achieve your goals. And so the Mars energy being there is letting you know that you're going to put a lot of effort into achieving your goals, and you're going to put a lot of motivation into your perspectives as well, and a lot of contemplation about that sort of thing also there with that in that 9th house. So on the 12th of May, the new moon is in Taurus. So it's over here in that 7th house area with Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, surprising developments and radical sudden change. And then the moon is the new moon. So it's not a good time with this new moon in Taurus for spending your money, but it's a great time for saving your money. The new moon is also a wonderful time to set those new intentions. Even you may see around that time of the 12th of May that something new is starting to begin, and that fills you with unlimited possibilities. and being in that Taurus, earthy Taurus, it's a good time to really get in contact with that part of yourself that is about Mother Earth and about beauty, because the Taurus energy is about nature and the law of nature, which is actually stronger than the man-made law. Okay? And then we have the full moon over here in the house of Taurus for you, which is ruled by Sagittarius, because you've got Scorpio rising, or Scorpio sun, or Scorpio moon, which is, this spread is being read as the first house, as Scorpio. So Sagittarius is the second house, but it's also the home of Taurus. So it's quite interesting that we've got a lunar eclipse here on the 26th of May in Sagittarius. Now, so this has an emotional need for adventure and independence. It's also about exploring, and if you are feeling stressed, great time to go on a little adventure, because travel can be quite beneficial with a full moon in Sagittarius. Now, full moons are about culmination and peak energy, and can be celebrations even, and blossoming. And there was a lot of signs in your spread about your personal growth. You're evolving. And you know, as you get through this year and into next year, you'll probably look back at yourself and not even recognise who you used to be. That doesn't mean that you're not being who you are. It just means you're growing and changing, and that's really good. So a little bit of a time out, nothing too radical, but you might be able to get away for a little while on the 26th of May, and you'll really enjoy that and feel revolutionised by it and liberated by it. There's also connections to friends or people from different backgrounds, foreign countries. And that might be a good time too, the 26th of May, to have some fun with your mother, because this is a very nurturing energy, the lunar eclipse, and it does actually highlight mothers. Okay, which this month in May I am doing a special for Mother's Day for the whole of May. So happy birthday to any mums out there. Happy birthday, happy Mother's Day to any mums out there. And if you want a reading, I'm doing them for half price all through May. So, and I'd be happy to book you in for a reading. Now I'll just focus here on the confirmation card with our animal tarot. For Scorpio, for May. So, your card is the King of Winter, intelligent, impartial, respected, unemotional, and your animal medicine is humpback whale. At this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. There you are. you need a bit of an expert if you're looking for any advice. Great time to have a reading. Thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio, for your May Zodiac Wheel reading. Please do click on the like button, and for all you lovely new viewers, please do subscribe down there in that little subscribe button, and I look forward to doing the reading for next month as well. So sending you many blessings, Scorpio. Namaste.